T3 traders, good evening. How are ya? It is pretty late right now, but I got home not too long ago. I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to be watching this live, but if you catch this video later on, hit the like button or leave a comment to let me know you've watched it. I hope you had a great day today. I struggled mightily today. I just couldn't get anything to go until the last 30 minutes of the day. I'm going to show you what I did and go from there. And then I also want to talk to you about an opportunity coming up this Saturday, an incredible opportunity that you don't want to miss. We'll talk about that in the next few minutes. First, whatever I tried today just didn't work. I tried the go-go and it went without me. I got shaken out. Let me show you this real quick. Right at the open, breakout, or over the first couple bars highs, right here, stop on the low of the day, popped really nicely. I didn't take any profit, and then bam, right back down to break even, slightly negative, out, and then it went right back up. So that was the first thing I did. Then I tried the SGH. Short was a pretty powerful gap, but was also a mega gap, really large. Mega gaps often in a narrow range bar or a narrow body bar, meaning they don't go anywhere. A lot of times that does happen. It was super wild. I don't know where I tried it exactly, short, but it was in the morning. Wouldn't work either. It was not on the 15-minute chart. That's why I don't know where I tried it. It was on the 5. This is where I tried it, short, right here, and it went right back up. So it didn't work. Lost money on it. Here's my P&L, by the way. Let me put this on top so we can, so you can see it. I tried the CVS in the afternoon, short. Called it short in the strategic day trader room. Right here, short. Picture perfect. Sell setup. Wouldn't go. The market dropped a little bit. It came in with it, and then it went right back up. I lost $100. What else? I tried a bunch of things that didn't go anywhere, didn't go for me or against me. And then check out what happened at the end of the day. Last 30 minutes of the day. PCG. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about. Look what the PCG did. Do you recognize what the PCG did? What is this? That pop and then drop. That's what I call the battle bar. This was a breakout failure, a shakeout to new highs on the day for the day, right? Let me show you the prior high was 1930. It went to 1935. Look at the volume. So I knew once I saw it that traders got trapped. They got caught. Now, I didn't see it when it happened. It happened at like 2:45 or yes, 2:45. I had a webinar today, so I was kind of working on the slides for the webinar. I only saw it at 3:30. And what do you do when it's already going? The play is already late. Well, there are two things you can do. One is if you feel very confident about it, go to the smaller time frame and see if the smaller time frame is giving you a pattern. That's number one. Number two, if it isn't, you know what I do? I don't want to teach. I don't usually teach this, but you know what I do? I just fall in. I kid you not. I fall in when I feel very, very confident about a pattern working and it's already late. I just fall in. Now, where do you put your stop? It's already too far. The stop should have been up here. That's way too far up. I just basically put it above the last 1 minute bars high, or the last, in this case I had a base at 3:30. 3:30 short, and then it fell apart. So that made my day. Otherwise, you can see 34.75. The whole day I didn't make 34.75. I mean, if I remove this, I would be negative on the day. So that saved my day. Tell you the truth, I was in NEO also long. I had 2,500 shares. It was working nicely. I had over an R in it, over one risk unit, and but I got involved in the PCG, and so I just basically last 15 minutes, or 20 minutes of the day, I wasn't able to get out to make any money because it came right back down, and I think I lost or I broke even, 16 bucks, Neo. Now, the thing about shakeouts, the PCG, this is a shakeout, and not only a shakeout, but it's also my favorite reversal bar of all time, which is I call it the battle bar. It shows a battle, and whoever wins it, if the stock breaks under the low of that bar, then the bears won the battle. Whoever wins it, I'm gonna bet everything I got on it. Okay, I'm gonna jumbo size the trade, in fact. So the thing about the shakeout bar in general is that it's a failure pattern, and the market speaks loudest in failure patterns. So if we look at today, just from today's gaps, okay, we talked about the PCG, that was one. How about the Neo? This was a shakeout, but a very small one right here. See this base? And it dropped below it a little bit, and then tight base, and then above it. That's a good long. But again, I got involved. It wasn't up that much. I got involved in the PCG, and then I gave it back basically. So I didn't make any money on it, but that was a neat little shakeout. A better shakeout was on the NVCR, a much more pronounced shakeout. See this bar? Right here. See it? And then look at the tight base. What a beauty. Now, I didn't really see it when it happened. I only saw it after the fact. But this would have been nice. That's a shakeout. What else had a shakeout? STZ had a breakout failure. Look what it did after that breakout failure. Broke out above the base. Look, guys. Just look at that move. Pretty huge. KND. I'm looking at only today's gaps list. Had sort of a shakeout right here, and then went higher, right? It shook out to the downside. Traders got caught, and then it went right back up. CHK. Now CHK, that is a shakeout. See it? And it went back up. But you don't want it to go up with multiple bars. You want it to be reversed in one bar. If it starts to go up, up, it's, that's no good, right? The whole thing about a shakeout is that it sucks people in, and you don't want to give them the time to get out. So you want an immediate reversal. So even though that's a shakeout, it wasn't really good. This is good. See this? HLF broke out above the prior pivot high to new daily high, new intraday highs. And then what happened? The breakout bar, this was a green bar actually, turned into a topping tail bar. And then the very next bar, not 2-3 bars later, the very next bar, we broke under the low. Perfect. Look what it did all day. See this? All afternoon after that, got sold. So I wanted to show you the power of failure patterns, and I didn't have to go back to yesterday's list or last week's list, just today's list, from today's gaps list, and to tell you that I have identified 6 patterns on the daily charts. 5 of them are essentially failure patterns that I'm looking to swing trade, okay, during earnings season. Earnings season starts Monday, so I'm going to start next week. Initially, the first week going to be slow until I see how the market reacts, but after that, I'm going to go into turbo mode. So the same stuff that I just showed you on the intraday charts, I'm actually going to be taking advantage of on the daily charts. Let me show you an example on today's shakeout on the daily chart, CGC. Look at that little shakeout, and then look at the move today. You know what it ended up doing? 18%, up 18%. Now, earnings season hasn't started, so I haven't started trading these. In fact, today I did. I didn't do any new trades today. I was in 3 trades today. USO, which I called the bottom on. I sold half. So I had 2,000 shares, but right at the end of the day, I sold half. And Apple, I had 250 shares, I sold half. So, but I didn't take any new trades today. So earnings season hasn't started yet. I haven't started taking advantage of these, but starting next week, I'm going to be doing this. Go. Basically, a sell setup failure and a transition A on the data chart. That's kind of also a failure pattern. STZ. If this was an earnings play, it might have been, but again, I haven't started doing the earnings trades, the earnings strategy, trading the earnings strategy until next week. If this was setting up the way it was today into earnings, oh my God, for sure, I would have done this. And this was an earnings gap. So something like this, I'd have definitely been in it. Click on the link in the description to learn about this opportunity or this new class that I've put together. And I'm going to be teaching it start this Saturday so that we're ready for trading on Monday the 14th. Banks are going to start reporting on the 14th, and I'm going to be ready. I dropped the link in the description. You can also watch today's webinar, a replay of it. Just click on the link and check it out. If you have any questions, reach out to me or contact customer service. Hope to see you there on Saturday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. Take care, everybody.